Hello, this is Night of ASMR, and tonight I'm going to read you a story. A story that occurs in a book that gives you not only a sense of joy, of happiness, and of the dreams, but it is the opposite of that. To be honest, the novel is so sad, and it has tragic and more dramatic, unfortunate story that is more than you can bear. And I, Knights of ASMR, to look away. The novel I'm going to read is none other than a series of unfortunate events. A bad beginning. Now before I begin, I want to give you a couple triggers that help you prepare to hear those awful words that give you nightmares. Otherwise, you want to have those dreams, very good dreams, look away. So let's begin. I bet you guys seen the show on Netflix, huh? Series of Unfortunate Events with Neil Patrick Harris. I seen it too. Well, I seen it, but I think you guys seen it too. It's a pretty good show. Totally a good show. Although there's a movie that came out before with Jim Carrey, but they didn't finish it, unfortunately. But the series did the whole thing. Only ran 3 seasons, but yet it's still good. Totally good. Although I do see the show, but I do never read the books. But I just want to try something new for ASMR. Anything for ASMR. But you want to do good for ASMR, for your mentality, and goodness for the people to help recover from yourself? Look away. Yeah. Yes. Yes, you do not want to watch this video because it's unfortunate, so sad and tragic indeed. Totally tragic. But it's a kid's book. But hey, I just want to try something new though. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that at all. But tonight, I'm going to read a couple chapters to you. If you want to hear a little bit of the story. So let's begin. The series of unfortunate events. A bad beginning. by Lemony Snicket. A series of a fortunate event. The Bad Begetting by Lemony Snicket. Here's a picture of three children known as the Baudelaires: Violet, Klaus, and Sonny. Chapter 1. If you aren't interested in stories with happy endings, you would be better off reading some other book. Like I said, in this book, not only is there no happy ending, there is no happy beginning, very few happy things in the middle. This is because not very many happy things happen in the lives of the three Baudelaire youngsters. Violet, Klaus, and Sonny Baudelaire were intelligent children, and they were charming and resourceful and had pleasant facial features, but they were extremely unlucky, very unlucky. And most everything that happened to them was rife with misfortune, misery, and despair. I'm sorry to tell you this, but that is how the story goes. Their misfortune began one day in Briny Beach. The three children, Baudelaire children, lived with their parents in an enormous mansion at the very heart of a dirty and busy, nasty city. Occasionally, their parents gave them permission to take a rickety trolley. The word rickety, you probably know, here means unsteady or likely to collapse, alone to the seashore, where they would spend the day as sort of vacation as long as they were home for dinner. This peculiar morning, it was gray and cloudy, which didn't bother the Baudelaire youngsters a bit. It didn't bother them at all. When it was hot and sunny, Briny Beach was crowded with tourists, and it was impossible to find a good place to lay one's blanket. On gray and cloudy days, the Baudelaires had the beach to themselves to do what they like. Violet Baudelaire, the eldest, liked to skip rocks. Like most 14 years old, she was right-handed, so the rocks skipped further across the murky water when Violet used her right hand than when she used her left. As she skipped rocks, she was looking out at the horizon and thinking about an invention she wanted to build. Anyone who knew Violet well could tell she was thinking hard, because her long hair was tied up in a ribbon to keep it out of her eyes, just like you've seen on the show. Violet had a real knack of inventing and building strange devices, so her brain was often filled with images of pulleys, levers, and gears, and she never wanted to be distracted by something as trivial as her hair. Smart thinking. This morning, she was thinking about how to construct a device that could retrieve a rock after you had skipped it into the ocean. Klaus Baudelaire the middle child, and the only boy who liked to examine creatures in tide pools. Cloud was a little older than 12 and wore glasses, which made him look intelligent. He was intelligent. Baudelaire parents had an enormous library in the mansion, a room filled with thousands of books on nearly every subject. Being only 12, Klaus, of course, had not all read all the books. Then again, being 12, Klaus, of course, had not read all the books in the Baudelaire mansion library, but he had a great many of them and had retained a lot of the information from his readings. He knew how to tell an alligator from a crocodile. He knew who killed Julius Caesar, and he knew much about tiny, slimy animals found at Briny Beach, which he was examining now. Sonny Baudelaire, the youngest, liked to bite things. She was an infant and very small for her age, scarcely larger than her boot, larger than the boot. She lacked in size. However, she made up for with the size of sharpness of her 4 teeth.